Man, we got a good one tonight, man. Black African power. What's good? What's happening? A well organized lie. Defeats a disorganized truth every time. Woohoo, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's God killing the house. And I come to do what I got to do, and I'm going to do what I got to do. Standing tall. I'm standing strong. Hey, Bobby banging this bitch. What's good, family? Man, let me get this together, man. Let me promote this show on different platforms, man. Appreciate everybody coming through. It's the first in the building as always. Appreciate you. I see you, Taj, man. Look, man, hit that like button, man. Make sure y'all also join the channel, man. Y'all can join. Hit that thing and join, man. You know? Show some love, man. Join Community Skeptics, man. Be a proud skeptic, man, for $4.99 a month. All right? Do that, man. Be a straight out skeptic for $24.99 a month. It don't matter. Get that glow, man. That green glow, man. Show your loyalty to the process, man. You know, we've been talking about these things for a while, man. And it is what it is, man. I see you, Infinite Minds, in the building, man. I see you, man. Man, big up to everybody, man, that support the channel, man. All the love, man. I appreciate it, man. We got a good quick hour, 20 minutes in here, man. Man, we get ready to sit down and watch them damn Ravens. But this conversation to me, man, is very, very valuable and it's important, man. And you may ask yourself, why is it valuable and why is it important? Because of scientific literacy, man. You know, scientific literacy is the ability to understand on at least a general level scientific ideas and concepts and be able to explain them to a certain degree. Not like a scientist, but be able to understand them and be able to talk about them. And there's one more thing that I hold dear to my heart when it comes to scientific literacy. It's the thing that would help you understand your civic duties. So, what are your civic duties as a Black American or an African American? Your first civic duty is to be able to understand the environment you are in as a community. As a father, if you're a father, as a mother, if you're a mother, as a grandmother, as a granddad, as an aunt, as an uncle. Self-awareness of that. And how you fit in an environment with the pieces around you, i.e., the babies, the teenagers, and the other adults. Be aware of your scenarios and situations. Understand how you carry out your civic duties because you are aware that each one teach one and each one needs to help each other. And you're only as strong as your weakest link. And so your civic duty as an African American man is to make sure, one, you're safe and healthy. And after that, all things, possibilities are there. And two, to walk out in your community and impart the knowledge and wisdom that you have on them. Because some of us live in marginalized communities. And one thing we have learned by studying Europeans, they're philanthropists, they're volunteers. That's what they do. The value of giving it away, you can't keep it unless you give it away. And this is why I do what I do. No need of me holding on to it, right? Because you can't keep it unless you give it away. Meaning you got to go out and impart wisdom, correct information about the natural world to your community, benefits them. And that's why this show is very, very important to me. Y'all see the title of the damn show. What is it? It's the importance of the relationship between President Trump and Robert S. Kennedy Jr. How important is this conversation tonight? Why am I bringing that up right now? And why do I think it's so important, man? In case y'all didn't know, No need to debate it. In case y'all don't understand it, I'm dropping this link early and often. The most important thing that we have as the human species is not your mother, it's not your father, it's not your kids, it's not how much money you got, it's your damn health. If you don't got your damn health, you ain't got nothing. And as we walk through this life, yo, we play with our health. The way we eat, the way we sit and drive and sit and drive and sit and drive and eat and sit and drive, we don't take this thing serious. And that goes for all of us. And even when we think we're taking it serious, we go too far in the other damn direction. Are we going to be vegans? Are we going to be that? You do too way much. You don't understand the balance. You don't understand what it really is. You disrespect high-level medical science. All the above. Males, specifically African-American male, you don't get regular checkups. You die before your damn women do. Stress kills. It's your damn health. So we're going to get to this thing that we talked about with Donald Trump and his relationship with Robert F. Kennedy Jr. And y'all know what it is.
Bobby Banger from the block, seen it all raw, tough. Streets of Baltimore where survival's always rough. Joined the Marines fighting for a life he could save. But back in the hood, he felt like a runaway slave. Started an army, not of guns but of wisdom. I'm a rock squad, truth the anthem, we ain't just a God killer. Bobby Banger on his path for the truth. Empower the people, give them wisdom as the proof. Black power rising, knowledge shines like a light. He's fighting for the future, ready to ignite. Selling drugs on the corner just to put food on plates, but deep in his heart, he knew he had greater fates. From the traps to the lab, he fights ignorance raw, teaching evolution while shaking up the law. The real black atheist is changing the game, waking up minds, never the same. God killer Bobby Banger on his path for the truth, empower the people.
What's going on, family, man? Thank you for stopping through, man. Go ahead and hit that like button, man, to increase that algorithm so people can find us, man. After the video, man, make sure y'all go ahead and drop some comments, man, because that's what's actually happening. The more comments you drop, the more people watch the videos. Appreciate y'all, man. Make sure y'all support the family shows on the Pseudo Killer, man. Pseudo Killers, man. Make sure y'all support our Sunday show, Be the Hard Way. Dedicated to giving you real authentic African and Egyptian information. What's up with the family, man? I see her in the building, man. We got 25,000, man. We at least got to wait till we get 30,000 in this building, man. Wait till y'all come on in here, man. I see you, Joel Armstrong, man. What's going on with you, man? What it do? So my whole thing was during this election, all right, was I'm never going to vote for a pseudo. But I would just like to congratulate Trump, President Trump, his victory. All right. Congratulate him. We ain't never saw losers like him, like he was. Right? So the Democratic Party and all Americans who didn't vote for Trump, right? The thing's supposed to go this way. Like, I mean, now we got to congratulate them, right? Because, you know, I play sports. Win or lose, you got to congratulate them. You hold your damn head up and then you work, right, to make sure that thing don't happen again. So that's my whole motivation, to make sure that people are thoroughly educated so that they won't make pseudo damn decisions in the crunch time, because it was definitely crunch time. And I'm going to show you how it was crunch time. Who knew that the conversations that I had during prior to maybe 8 months prior to the pandemic about the vaccinations, the debate, the great Harlem debate. Go check that out. Who knew that was going to pop up again? Who knew that the very person who I was fighting against their funding and their money. Okay? Went up against his team. Delwick Bigtree, a couple other doctors, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. All right? Who knew that being scientifically literate would have allowed you to see, based off of the connections Trump was making, would make you understand these are daggone pseudo. Now we know how important literacy was, and specifically scientific literacy. There were a lot of African Americans, and I want to talk to the people that look like me right now, but it does not exclude white people. Who knew that there was going to be a fork in the road where you had to be able to understand scientific literacy? Where there was going to be a point where the policies and all that, that's cool. One hand on another sick, how they say it, 12 on one hand doesn't enough. You know what I'm saying? Trump, this, but the pseudoisms was dangerous. Why am I saying the pseudoisms was dangerous? We don't have, not as of yet, a system built for checks and balances of the internet. We're just getting the research together on that. We're starting to recognize that children who are watching these things on the internet on a regular basis, adults too, start to get a type of syndrome or something. And that's real. And I'm before the show's over, I'm gonna try to get you the real information on it. Where their attention spans are gone because everything is, TikTok, everything. So to sit here and have me conversate, you about leaving by now. There's something that actually started to happen to your wiring in your brain. Not quite sure what it is. Don't hold me to it, but there's something that goes on. Who knew that the babies was going to watch TikTok and YouTube and commit suicide over it? Because you see a world is not actually real. The world you see on these platforms appear to be perfect. The women see the women, little young ladies see the women, and all the women look the same. They're all perfect. When in reality, that's not how women look. And so you try to fight for that look that ain't even that look. Now, we've all done it to a certain degree, right? The way we dress, the way we see models on TV. But for it to come at you like this for hours at a time, it was unprecedented. We know that you have people committing suicide because they develop a relationship, the teenagers, with a robot. The chat is talking back to him, and then the chat no longer talks to him. The robot never talks back to him. We have a person that actually committed suicide based off of losing that. They fell in love with the robot because they didn't know it was a robot. They thought it was a person. Who actually knew that we would develop friendships with people all around the world that we never even met before? You would grow close to them to the point where you thought it was real emotional. But you never met the niggas. That's what the internet has brought us. So when we say there are checks and balances in place for people like Donald Trump's of the world, President Donald Trump in the world, right? And other political leaders and stuff like that, we have a governmental system, right, that has checks and balances. But it wasn't a checks and balances for the on internet and things you could say. There wasn't checks and balance for a person whose influence would usurp policies. And there's no policies in place that would stop the influence that the President Trump has when he makes a statement and said that the Haitians ate dogs. He said it in real time. It's already in your head. Oh man, them black people eating dogs. Them Haitians, man. They eat dogs. You thinking that? Because he's also the person that talks about fake news, and here's the one to believe. He's a conspiracy theorist. There was nothing policies, governmental policies in place yet that would stop him from saying you can shoot the disinfectant in your arm. It's already out there. He's the greatest influencer. He's a high-level influencer. He's the most influential, damn near. Think about what I'm saying. He is what, quote unquote, the known leader of the world. America has the most influence. And the person that leads that, right, is said to be the most influential. With the flip of the tongue, he can inspire you. Well, hey, you doing something crazy. And that's exactly what he did. He inspires the yahoos, the ones that ain't really thinking. He inspired them to do crazy things like bum rush the Capitol by his mouth. There's no policies in place that would actually stop that, right? Of course not. We wasn't ready for that. We was not ready for him to actually, quote unquote, get behind Robert F. Kennedy Jr. It would have been your scientific literacy that made you understand that's a wild move right there. So even if when he tries to put him in the head of the Department of Health and all that, right? And even if he tries to knock down the FDA, right? There should be some policies and some type of restraint that doesn't allow him to do that. But the very fact that he's talking about it has influenced people's minds to think that all that is crazy. Think about that, yo. The FDA, of course, all things are to be questioned, but it's to be questioned, right, by the experts in the scientific data. Now, the general public, right, should also be able to question anything they want, but they shouldn't have that type of power and influence over it. Because then it wouldn't make no sense. Then everybody could be this and everybody could be that. We at that mark. What's going on, brother Gideon? How you doing, brother?
Good. What's going on with you?
Oh man, I'm great. Play these videos, get this audio in here, man. So we can kind of hold on.
No, I just got on to the last part of what you said, and that's really important that folks understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't have a pseudo dealing with your health, bro. That's the most important thing in your life. Like, ain't no way you could have a pseudo over your health. Maybe over your money, but not over your health, bro.
Now you just get robbed and you just get some more money, you know what I'm saying? But your health can't get no more health.
Your health, you can't get that back, bro. Not oftentimes, not. So
it's crazy. It's the internet, bro.
Yeah, man.
Crazy.
People need to be mindful. People just like, I don't understand. Like, people just go with the flow. Like anything. It doesn't matter what it is. No, I mean, and then they act like they skeptic. You're not skeptic if you ain't really analyzing the shit, bro. Like, you just out there.
No, you're not. You just out there.
Somebody say go left, you just be like, should I go left? And then you go left, and then be like, oh, I was skeptic about that. That ain't how it works.
And then question some things, right? And think just because you're questioning it means
that
something.
Make you skeptical. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. No. Yeah, that doesn't make no sense at all. Not at all. Nope. All right, so let me go ahead and do this. We got some wild comments in there. I ain't gonna address the comments yet. I'm gonna get y'all a chance to jump up on it. They already in the wild chatty, man. Let me play the first. Let me get here. Right. So before I even get there, let's just do this, man. I would like to show you who the hell is Robert F. Kennedy Jr. All right. And then what role will he be playing? Okay. All right. I know he's a guy that says he wants to get rid of the whole department, the FDA, the Federal Drug Administration. Think about that. All right. We know for a fact Trump disconnected us from the World Health Organization and came with all kind of wild stuff. Think about that for a minute. All right. So let me show you who Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is. You can find his bio on Wikipedia, right? It was just brief right here. Very simple, very easy, no issue. All right. So you know who Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is. All right. He's the son of the great John F. Kennedy. Look, so here you go. Look. JFK Jr. is an American politician, environmental lawyer, anti-vaccine activist. Remember I told you I debated his people? Debated against his money? Remember I told you that, right? A conspiracy theorist. So think about it, yo. We about to have a conspiracy theorist come into the White House and influence policy. And if not influence policies, because they just might think it to be crazy, at least influence the mind of the American people, because you start to think, well, he's in an authority situation, maybe. Then the authority, doesn't he? He would make sense. Like the police department, right? Like people, like when you're in that's why the standard of being a police is supposed to be high, right? Because you in a position of authority, like a teacher. So like when the teacher commits a crime against the kid, is worse than a regular person committing a crime, right? When the police department is corrupt and they steal drugs and do all kinds of stuff and sell drugs and put guns on people, yo, it's the worst crime. That's why they get more time, because they're in a position of authority. So he's a conspiracy theorist, right? He is the chairman of the founder of Children's Health and Disease. Well, what the hell is that? And an anti-vaccine advocacy group that is the leading proponent of COVID-19 vaccine misinformation. Now, how crazy is that? Who in the hell is this? The Children's Health Defense. I want y'all to look for this. Understand what this is. It's a slick website. Yo, look real crispy. Look, it's crispy. It's eye friendly, and you think it's real. It's actually not. It's a pseudo website with pseudo information. Look how clean it is. It's talking about the environment, toxic exposure, the vaccines, chronic health conditions. Man, you would think this is actually legitimate. Guess what, y'all? It actually is not. So you got a little bit of his background, right? Okay. And let me see, arguments against vaccines are contradicted by the overwhelming scientific consensus about the safety and effectiveness of vaccines. It's $15 million budget. It's funded through donations from individuals, both directly. Look at this. Remember I told you I was fighting against his money? There you go. An affiliate marketing and revenues. He's an alternative medicine guy. Alternative medicine is any practice that aims to achieve the healing effects of medicine despite lacking biological plausibility, testability, repeatability, or evidence of effectiveness. Unlike modern medicine, which employs a scientific method to test plausible therapies by way of evidence and effectiveness, unlike modern medicine, which employs the scientific method to test the plausible therapies by way of responsible and ethical clinical trials, producing repeatable evidence or either effective or of no effect alternative therapies reside outside of mainstream medicine and do not originate from using the scientific method, but instead rely on testimonies. Well, you know, this really worked. Now, you know how they say that? This is what this is. You get somebody with some influence, like we're going to have now in the White House. Trump has influence. Robert F. Kennedy has influence. He's going to give you plenty of testimonies. Superstitions, pseudoscience, errors, and read the whole 9 yards. This is what this guy's about. And he's going to be in charge of what? Maybe? Possibly? Man, an alternative medicine guy? This is where we're going at, y'all. I find this to be very, 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 very using anecdotal, like the whole 9 yards. This is bad. So I don't actually think, I still got some weird confidence in thinking that the system would at least slow that down, because that'd just be wild, right? But I don't know. That internet is undefeated, man. The internet is definitely undefeated. So let me hit y'all with this. Let me get this together here. I'm gonna play this for y'all. We throw the banner across here. All right. So we can get this thing going. All right. That fair use joint. All right.
Attention is the role of RFK Jr. in his administration, his alleged role, thinking perhaps with the FDA here. And RFK Jr. said that whole chunks of the department should go. What do you make of that? Do you think that RFK Jr. might actually wield that much power in a second Trump administration? Because he does seem to have a pretty prominent role and really have Trump's ear.
Yeah, it feels super recently when Trump accepted him into the campaign and really took him under as part of his campaign. And I do think it was in an effort to have swing state voters where RFK was still on the ballot understand, don't vote for him because voting for me includes RFK if his message resonates with you. And that worked for him. So now that they've won, I think, we'll have to see how much Trump actually continues to embrace RFK or if that was a tactic to win a campaign. But I do think when, you hear Trump say things like, his thoughts on fluoride in water is something that I'm interested in hearing about. I do think he's open to some of these, but curious of how much change RFK can actually implement, or if this is kind of, we're willing to listen to his ideas, but not sure how much power we'd give him in a Trump administration.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see, like you said, if he'll use him in the same way he did in the campaign in the White House.
So he's slated to hold a prominent position in the White House. Okay. So, like what? You've heard him say, I want to remove entire departments within the Food and Drug Administration. They got to go. Right? In some categories, right? They're like entire departments, like nutrition department in the FDA, that have to go. Claims they ain't doing their job. Claims they not protecting their kids. That's why he started that website talking about helping the kids. Can't help kids with pseudoisms. Okay? He said that during his interview at MSNBC. So we know who this guy is. I know him very, very well. Not him personally, but the people he's wielding. I've talked directly to his people. I've debated his people. Okay? I know who they are, and I know what they represent. Ladies and gentlemen, they do not represent good health for the American people. All right? They do not represent good health. If you think I'm just making it up, I'm going to drop the links so y'all can get in, right? Let's hear what Trump has to say about it. All right? Let's just see. What did Trump say? All right. All right. Let me share my screen.
On behalf of this great group of people, these are hardworking people. These are fantastic people, and we can add a few names like Robert F. Kennedy Jr. He came in. And he's going to help make America healthy again. And now he's a great guy, and he really means it. He wants to do some things, and we're going to let him go to it. I just said, but Bobby, leave the oil to me. We have more liquid gold, oil and gas. We have more liquid gold than any country in the world, more than Saudi Arabia. We have more than Russia. Bobby, stay away from the liquid.
What?
We have. But we have the greatest people also.
Did you get a chance to hear all that? Could you hear it?
Not the liquid gold.
Yeah, he bugged out. He don't care about global warming, none of that. Big up to Joel, man. Let's read Joel's comment. This is the same guy who says fluoride lowers the IQ in children. He doesn't talk about the actual testing results. Never does. Not Robert F. Kennedy Jr., my man. He would never bring a scientific approach to anything. Let me drop that link, man. I want y'all to jump on and join the conversation. What y'all think about this, man? We want to get right into the issue here. And let's just talk about this, yo. Yep. You know, all intelligent conversations are warranted. Yep. Don't be chatting to Patty. Hit that link. Thank you, Joe, for that donation, bro. Man, he also talks about, he's an environmental lawyer, man. And dude is also talking about pesticides. Don't want to use pesticides. Don't want to. It sounds good on the surface, y'all. But let's allow science to make that determination. Let's use the best science to kind of, deal with the scrutiny. Don't just let a pseudo come in. All right. Talk about getting rid of the certain agencies. That's crazy. It doesn't make no daggone sense, man. All right. It makes no daggone sense. So yeah, man. Yeah, he might have control of the USDA, man. We don't want that, right? How could that be? Think about that, man. I got some sources I want to drop for y'all. Okay. All right. And I'm waiting for somebody to hit that link. I wanted to kind of get that in. Brother Joe, how you doing, man? What it do? Appreciate you. I see you, Miss Tiff. Beautiful Miss Tiff.
What's going on?
What's up with you, man? What do you think about the clip I played, brother?
Hey, Gideon, make America healthy again.
That part.
Oh, shit. Hey, we in trouble, man. I'm telling you, we're in trouble.
Yeah, man. Everybody missed it. We might be in trouble, yo. I'm thinking this.
Because look, all right. So when we was in the Discord, this is what I brought up.
Mm-hmm.
I brought up how COVID was handled for the last little bit of Trump's time when he was in office, right? Remember how he ignored it? He didn't want to pay it no attention. Oh, it's not that bad. They just panicking. They trying to mess up our economy. So when we got hit hard. Where if this guy would have taken what the people who actually work in the medical field were telling them, we might have had a jump on it and been able to keep people safe. You don't need no mask. You know what I'm saying? That kind of talk.
Herman Cain died, remember?
Yeah. How about that?
At the Trump rally.
They're going bleach in your blood.
Disinfected.
Yeah. Lay underneath a UV light. Hey, look. Did the man hit you with eat the horse pill? It's been shown to be effective,
Horse tranquilizer.
Look, the people with horses can't get medicine for their horses. Hey, man, come on, man.
Why am you?
Yeah, people couldn't can get medicine for their horses because all the humans buying it, trying to eat it.
Oh man, yo, that's so crazy. Yo. So it's spiked. The actual usage of that spiked. Right. That's what I'm saying. There is no governmental plan in place to stop that because he just says it out of nowhere. Right. Oh, don't worry about it. The COVID is not going to make it here in America. Remember he said all that? Yo?
Yeah, he was bugging. Hey, look, my wife just hit me with another one. Here go another funny one. Since hand sanitizer kills viruses, just drink hand sanitizer.
What? I'm not gonna laugh. That's not funny, yo, man.
It really isn't funny. I'm laughing so I don't cry. I'm trying to keep
yo.
crying.
I know, yo.
What the heck?
I know, man. It's crazy,
bad,
man.
bro.
And but it's real. Well, go ahead.
So check it out. I read a couple articles, right?
Okay, what you got?
Of some of the I was trying to find scientists that commented on him appointing the possibility of him being appointed over the health department. I couldn't find it, but I did find some articles written where they said they talked to science, and they talking about this like it's going to be horrible because of this guy's track record, like you just pointed out, the stuff you just showed. Because of his track record, he could be very problematic in this role. So I just wanted to say that, man.
No, you're right. This is what we don't have anything built in place to stop influence, right? Because remember, we have a right to free speech, right? And so there's only certain what you do. You can't go in a building, a movie theater, and yell out fire just because you got free speech, right? So what I'm saying is the only thing I can think of when people make statements like that against science, I'm thinking that's likened to saying fire when it's just blatant, like infectious diseases, right? Understanding what the germ theory is, right? We understand how vaccinations work. We understand how inoculations work. We started the Edwin Jenner, right? Remember, he produced the first vaccine in, I think it's 1775, right? Right. And that's based off of those clinical trials, some of the first trials, right? Done off of what Onesimus brought, the West Africans brought to the Americas.
Right.
The inoculations, right? So, like, there's a long-standing history, okay, of getting to the point of having those high-level MR vaccines. I don't even know if we can say that no more. Let me just high-level vaccines. All right. Let me say that because they'll strike my damn channel and I'm for it. The craziest thing ever. Got to take that down. What? mRNA vaccines. I'm going to say it anyway. But we have and so when the person speaks against it in that manner, in those high positions, bro, come on, bro. So that's what I say, yo. For me, it wasn't about whether Kamala was black, purple, orange. It was about not allowing a pseudo in the office. I've never been a Democrat. I've never been a Republican. Okay, never been that, but it was about if you let a pseudo win, what do pseudos do? They do pseudo things. What's the pseudo thing he do? He gonna put Robert F. Kennedy Jr. in the spot. But go ahead, Joe.
Right. Well, most people ain't think that deep into it like you're doing right now. Most people just was thinking about their pockets.
Oh wow.
How can Trump help me line my pockets? Even though I don't remember him saying nothing that's gonna help nobody line their pockets. Like I listen to these folks pretty closely, and I ain't hear Trump say nothing about anything that's gonna help people make money. You know what I mean? Now, if you own a business, you might get a couple tax breaks, but for the regular everyday person, I don't see how they could feel that way about him. It's we definitely got something going on with our brains that makes us feel that that this is a good choice. And we just gotta walk through it. My one word is prepare. Just be prepared for anything that might come our way. So there you go.
Right, and we was thinking there was gonna be some like drastic out of nowhere. No, it's the simple things like all of a sudden we're not going to mandate that your kids have to be vaccinated to go to school. So now you see the rate of infectious disease in the schools going to start to rise. We already noticed we have the testable data. Right, that when vaccination levels drop, infectious diseases come up. There's a certain amount of population that should be vaccinated to keep things in balance.
There you go.
Everybody don't got to get vaccinated. right? But once those levels drop to a certain point, why do you think we can go outside now, right? We still got COVID. I just want y'all to know that. But now we have some medicines, we have treatments now, and we have vaccinations. The key is to keep the vaccination rate at a certain level. But this is education. This is high-level education. If a person come there to undermine that, like for instance, it says Donald Trump's embrace of Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and his fringe health theory. See, he's a fringe health. It's crazy. It's triggering a flurry of outreach in Washington and beyond, the powerful AG interests rushing to defend their industries from Kennedy's threats. Trade groups representing farmers say they're pushing the Trump campaign over concerns about Kennedy's rhetoric on American agriculture. And lobbyists for packaged good companies and other major industries, players are rushing to defend their use of additives and other ingredients under fire in the heat of the campaign. So he want to get rid of the additives and all that. He about to take y'all back to the 1800s. Did you know there were food-borne viruses?
Say that again. That's what? Say it again.
Food-borne viruses, meaning viruses you have in food.
Oh, yeah. Okay, foodborne. Yeah, I got you.
Go think of that. What am I saying? There's certain things that they have in place to try to kill certain bacteria. People die in America every year. I could pull it up from food-borne pathogens, y'all. Y'all didn't know that? And you got a person don't think none of that's real. And he want to take out all the additives and stuff like that to protect us. Come on, dog. Now, am I sitting here saying it's perfect? Nope. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the science should go towards making more safer and more effective things. That's what the science does. Generally speaking, scientists are really care about humanity. See, that's what people don't know about science. They want to make things better for the people, man. Basically, that's what science does. Okay? It helps. It's a helping hand. The more you learn about nature, the more you can navigate nature. The more you navigate nature, the way you can stay out of harm's way. Maybe we shouldn't have did too much of this. Okay, so we'll use these things that will stop the pestilence. Oh man. Okay, now we realize that the pesticides, right, are all over the earth now. Although we needed it at the time. Now let's figure out a better way to do it. I want y'all to know, yo, that those pesticides actually help humanity from starving, because we live in an environment of other insects and animals, and they want to do the same thing you're doing. And they are ferocious. Certain insects are ferocious. What they've learned now is, let's introduce the enemy to this particular insect. So we're getting better at it. Let's take this additive out of this, let's do, you don't just take all this shit away.
Exactly. Exactly. Hey, look, and here goes something a lot of people probably not considering. It costs a lot of money to be sick. Yo, bad health is a burden on your pocket. So just I mean, we just speaking hypothetically. Mm-hmm. I mean, hopefully this guy, got some sense if he is put in this kind of position.
Who got some sense? You already know, man. He never had no sense.
I said I'm hoping, man. I didn't say he did.
Don't do that, bro.
Keep hope alive.
That hope alive is over with.
Hopefully, all right, let's put it like this. Hopefully there's some checks and balances in there.
Okay. That
keep them from doing some real wild stuff. Let's put it like that. Because if you, just like you talking about these vaccines being taken away and then people getting sick off of stuff that we not even thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of viruses that we don't even consider no more because our vaccinations keep us away from it. So we go day by day, never even thinking about it. Mm-hmm. But if you end up with just say 25%, you don't even need to have half of Americans. Let's say 25% of Americans, our children end up sick because they say they strike down vaccinations. Oh, it doesn't really work. They just putting what they call it, nanobites in your blood, some stuff like that, and they stop it. Imagine the economic burden on our country to try to care for, say, 75,000 people, 75 million people, because they now sick because we stopped giving vaccinations for certain viruses. You know what I'm saying? Like people got to think down the road about this. You know, it's not as simple as just saying, "Oh, I'm just fighting the white man's science. The white man told you to take that." Come on, man, cut it out. Cut it out. This is real, science-based, proven to work, a medicine that's going on, and then people want to fight against it. Just like I did the super chat about the fluoride. So they want to take the fluoride. Want to take the fluoride out of water. Oh, all these people gonna be taking their kids to the dentist and wondering why they got to spend so much money on their teeth.
Wait a minute, bro. I want you to know all the water has to get processed now. So you know what? I went to the scientific convention, right? And I'm gonna have some of them guests on there on the channel, right? One in particular they deal with water. And I say, well, how much of the water has to get filtered? He said, well, you can't drink none of the river waters and all that. Said it has to get processed or you'll die. I was like, what? Yeah, he said the water, all that stuff got to get. Let me see.
See?
He said it got to get processed.
So you can't just go. So you telling me
you
I
can't
can't
just
go down to
no.
my local creek and take my cup and scoop the water out?
No, you're gonna die. You're gonna die. First of all, I got the bag full of stuff right here from the scientific convention, man.
The water look clear to me. Why are you telling me I'm gonna die?
Yeah, it look clear, but that animals be pooping in it and peeing and urinating in the water. That's first of all. I didn't know that, but they do, right? Because heart disease, all kind of stuff, yo. Yeah, it's really crazy swimming these days. Yeah. Okay, the last lifetime. Hold on, I got
drink it if you want some cholera.
Cholera. Oh man, that was a major thing right there. Was the cholera, right? Maybe we'll do a whole thing on cholera. It was crazy how they figured that out. It's deadly. Yep. You know how much we died from that? Elements. Hold on. I'm trying to find the water thing. I don't know if I got the water.
Unsurmountable amount.
U.S. Social Sciences. Anyway, so let me read this very quick. This says on Monday, Kennedy claimed at a virtual event that Trump promised him control of the public health agencies, which he said included the Department of Health and Human Services, Center of Disease Control and Prevention, Food and Drug Administration, and National Institute of Health, and then also the USDA. Come on, man. It said Kennedy continued, which is key to making America healthy, because we've got to get off of seed oils and we've got to get off pesticide intensive agriculture. It's banning pesticides, not to mention food additives, seed oils, or ultra processed foods. Now I agree with the ultra processed foods. See, that I agree with. That's what really kill you, because the body has not evolved to deal with those processed foods, ladies and gentlemen. He said, as Kennedy, see how he throw a good thing in there? He said, as Kennedy has also advocated would completely underpin the existence of the U.S. food system. Come on, man. And if Trump truly lets Kennedy go wild on the food and health, as he promised in remarks in the recent campaign rally, it would represent a 180-degree reversal from the agriculture agenda during his first term, which included rolling back pesticide restrictions and other food-related regulations. I'm gonna put this article here for y'all to finish reading it. Yeah, it's a mess.
Make America healthy again.
Make America healthy again by taking away the science. Somebody make this make sense. Somebody make this make sense. By taking away the evidence-based medicine, we will be healthy again, America. See, if I say that, y'all probably believe that. Yeah, it makes no sense, man. Look, man, hit that cash app, man. Show some love, man. I see you, JD. What's going on with you, man? Yeah, whatever, man. Nobody said. Y'all just hit the link and make y'all points, though. All right.
Right. Yeah, that would be good. I like to hear how people think about this. It'd be good
Yeah,
to
we
have
don't.
good
Yeah, we ain't
discussion.
fighting these shows no more. We just want to hear your point, yo.
I just know it's scary to me. You know, people who don't trust science are dangerous. It's just like Trump, right? Because Trump, like, man, global warming is a hoax. I'm like, huh? All this testing they doing of this,
Global
all this
warming,
proof
yo.
they got. Oh my
Global
goodness,
warming,
are you saying it's a hoax?
global
Just that
warming,
kind of
man.
thinking is just, this is bad for us, man. I mean, it's gonna come back to bite in some way, shape, or form. You know what I'm saying? Even
Yeah,
if we don't catch the L, our grandkids are gonna catch it. So
I mean, no, you're absolutely right, bro. That's my bag. I got a lot of bags and stuff. When I went to these conferences, y'all.
you got a vaccine in that bag. Some people need that.
No, I ain't got no daggone back. You know, I don't even care about. You know what, y'all? At this point, I think I've educated enough on the subject, yo, and spent enough of my damn money, man. And thanks to donations too, man. For some people actually help out, man. I think I did. You know, I did what I was supposed to do to make sure y'all wasn't running around here half crazy, yo. Sacrifice a lot of time on that, man. Yep. Yep. What is this? That's the Georgia Society of America, the Geological Society of America. All right. So, you know, we at these spots, man, getting this real information for y'all. We're not just sitting here on YouTube, man. That ain't what we're doing. I was trying to find, I know I had some, we got all kind of tunes and all kind of, I wanted to find a daggone, man, Paleolithical, hold on. I wanted to find something. Got all kind of stuff, man. Hold on, man. Let me get something in here. What I got? What is this? Seg community. Clemson. Can't find the water. I wonder what I did with that. But yeah, I had a great conversation. He was like, yeah, all the water has to be processed, yo. You know what I mean? It just does. JD says the bodies have not evolved for pesticides either. A certain amount, yo, you can get it, it'll get out, but you're right. But that's not what I'm saying. Processed foods is the worst thing for you, though, yo. That's real. Just let y'all know that. It is. Pick up the Mongol slave. What's going on with you, brother? Yeah, you in the chat though, Mongo. Ain't nobody say the world was coming to the end at all, bro. I don't think that at all, yo. I just think that it only take like a person with a lot of influence and a powerful position just to say some things. So
hey,
like
I got an article from CNBC. I know some people might not like it. They might say it's a Democratic influenced article, but I do want to just read like 3 quick paragraphs out of it.
Good. You want to share the screen or you know how to do that? Or just gonna read?
Well, let me go see if I can find it. Hold up. I had pulled it up on my phone. I pulled it up on the computer. Hold up.
Okay.
Give me a second.
All right.
Well, you know what? I'll read it, and then if you want me to pull it up, I'll go find it.
All right.
Listen,
All right.
it says it's unclear what exactly Kennedy's role would look like, but the possibility is already raising alarm bells in the broader health community. Some health experts said elevating Kennedy, even in an informal Trump administration position, could potentially lead to severe consequences for patients, drug makers, and the nation's public health overall. Same thing we were saying. I think it would be a world turned upside down, Dr. Paul Uffett, a vaccine expert at Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, who has been an open critic of Kennedy, told CNBC. Things would not be grounded in scientific truth, just grounded in whatever he or his acolytes believe. See, that's bad. It would be a free-for-all. It would be uncertainty and instability. It would be chaos. He said chaos could potentially look like lower vaccination rates, increases in preventable disease, and greater distrust in federal health agencies, such as the Food and Drug Administration and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. I just wanted to read that right there because they, you know, the people that's the great minds in America that try to keep us safe, they're already talking about it. You know what I mean? And they looking at it the same way we are. What's going to happen down the road? Yeah, we might get by. I don't know. Then again, we might not. I mean, because we not really that old, man. We still got what? A whole another 40, 50 years to go if we live that long.
Maybe
Let's say
80.
Yeah, okay, so 30 years. So 25, 30 years, we still got that. So whatever he decides to do could potentially harm everybody listening to this stream right now. I just wanted to say that.
So we got some comments in this daggone chat. I don't know why y'all come in and make y'all think it sound good. Somebody say people still drinking out the Nile River, man. Come on, man. First of all, human beings.
They drinking vitamin juice.
Yeah, it's just crazy, man. Like, you know, drinking good, clean drinking water, and then human beings are living in these rivers, right? That don't have like they have certain enzymes in their stomach and all that. Like, man, go ahead and pull up some facts for me on that. All right. You gonna go all the way to the like, come on, man. Like, we talking about America. We talking about go run your ass out there in America and start drinking up. I dare you. Right. I dare you to go to Egypt and drink their water.
Well, I don't know. They might hold up on. It might work because they're gonna make them get vaccinated for that water before they go over there.
Nah,
right?
You can't drink the water, yo. They tell you. Ask Juju and them. You can't drink the water.
What?
Yeah, you ain't know that?
No,
man, they tell you don't drink the water. They give you bottled water. Don't drink the water. Why you think they say don't drink the water?
Dang.
Come on, yo. You got to develop a certain man. Listen, bro. In America, bro, you listen. You're not going to the river drink like Kid what Ludacris did. You know what I'm saying, yo? I'm trying to tell you, y'all. All right, go do it. I dare you.
They run tests on this water for a reason. Just like Gideon was
funny,
saying.
Yo. Like they sitting there, yo.
Some fancy name he just said.
Man, yo, it's go ahead, drink the water. Drink the fresh spring water. It's fresh. What does fresh spring water come from? Do we know?
That fresh is in air quotes. Is that what you're saying?
No, I didn't know. Somebody say they want to drink fresh spring water.
Oh.
Right here. It says, I just seen Ludacris drink spring water. They start laughing. But where does spring water come? Remember, Earth keeps a constant amount of water. What does that mean? Water ain't going nowhere. What comes up, what goes up must come down, right?
Oh yeah.
Remember gravity. You know, the flat Earth was saying, "Why come the whole ocean don't float?" It was gravity. Because it actually is heavier than gravity. It's heavier than the force that's pulling on it, right? But as it starts to evaporate, right, the gravity is only affecting the individual molecules. Y'all didn't know that.
Okay.
So as it starts to evaporate, right, there's not enough force, you know what I mean, on it, and it floats up into the clouds. And as the clouds get heavy, then it's too heavy, and gravity pushes it down. But that's the same water that was down there that went up there and came back down there. The same water.
I don't know. I can't wrap my mind around that. You telling me we got the same amount of the water in 2024 that we had in 1824?
Like 2 billion years ago, yo. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Oh, you went all the way back. 2 billion.
Right. You got the new water. Hey, yo, the new water. It rained outside the solar system. No, that's not how it actually works. Nope. That's not how it actually works. That's funny.
It's called a cycle.
Right. We didn't have to look that up, did we? I did a whole presentation on it to show you how, you know, when the water starts to evaporate, right, the daggone molecules get, you know, it's lighter and they float up and it gets in the clouds. Once the clouds get full, then it's come together, collection of water, which is heavy again, droop right back into the water table. You know what I'm saying? So,
all right, that makes more sense than what the flat earthers. I heard a flat earther say the earth flattened, the water rolls off the side of it. So eventually it was going to be gone.
Say what?
The earth was flat and the water rolls off one side of the earth. Is gone.
That's a damn nut. Then where the rest of the water comes.
That's why we got a water shortage.
Oh, man. That's wild.
Crazy.
Yeah, you know, drinking water is a real issue on Earth, yo. You gotta get that right, yo. Yeah. It says drinking directly from the Nile River or any untreated natural water source carries significant risk of illness due to the various contaminants. Waterborne pathogens like bacteria, E. coli, viruses, and parasites often inhabit rivers and can lead to disease. Here are some of the few reasons why ancient populations could drink from it, but also why it's risky. Immune adaptation in the gut flora. Populations living along the Nile for generations might have developed immune reliance to certain local bacteria, reducing their susceptibility to illnesses from the water. Boiling. Filtration methods. Ancient Egyptians likely used early filtration techniques like allowing the sediment to settle before drinking or boiling water, which can kill pathogens. Access to springs and channels. In some cases, people use natural springs and secondary channels for drinking water, which could have been less contaminated than the main river. Changing the water quality over time. The Nile today is much more polluted than it was in ancient times due to individual waste, agricultural runoff, and increased human activity, which worsens waterborne diseases and risks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I dare you. You know
yeah, with that in mind, I dare you too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You just say anything. I know everybody was drinking.
The volume remains the same, but the pathogens don't.
That's all right. And most people ain't been to Egypt to even know if they drink a shower the thing. Today, most people do not drink directly from the Nile River due to pollution and contamination. However, the Nile is still a crucial source of water for millions of people in countries like Egypt and Sudan. Water from the Nile is commonly used for drinking, but it undergoes extensive treatment before it is considered safe for consumption. Here's how it works in modern practice. Water treatment plants. Egypt and Sudan and other regions relying on the Nile water treatment facilities filter and purify the water before it reaches the people's homes. So y'all thought they was living in the jungle, huh? Thought they was just running down, basking in the sun, reaching their cup or bowl down there and drinking out the Nile. You really thought that, didn't you? Boy, them African Americans is something, bro. They say this process involves removing debris, chemicals, and microorganisms to make it safe. Urban and rural differences. In urban areas with established infrastructure, Nile water undergoes thorough treatment. In rural areas, however, some people may have less access to treatment water, making untreated Nile water consumption a greater risk. Private filtration systems. Some households and communities use private filters or boiling methods to further ensure safety of their water. While many people rely on the Nile as the water source, drinking directly from it without treatment would pose serious health risks due to levels of industrial, agriculture, and biological contaminations today. And I'm gonna give you a couple sources on that, right? So we can just stop talking because it sounds good. That's what y'all do. It sound good. We can drink directly. Yeah. I know you really think you can, but you really, really can't. I think I got about how many sources I got for y'all, yo? I got about. All right, here you go. Nile River in Egypt. Let's see. This is water. All right, here you go. All right, here we go. This for y'all eyes. All right. Let me show this on the screen for y'all so I can see what we're doing. This is a great source right here for y'all. All right, this is the chatting Patty. Every now and then I like to deal with the chatting the Patty, man. All right. So, all right, it's dealing with the water. Man, they got a water crisis. Egypt water crisis. The current situation and future twins here. All right. All of the trash and stuff in there, bro.
Oh man, that look rough.
Yeah, bro. Now pollution causes and solutions. Oh man. So they over there struggle, yo. A lot of see all them sorry references, look. See? I'm gonna put this in there for y'all, man. All right.
And see, that's what good science.
Couldn't hear you, bro. You was phone went out. Can't hear you, yo.
Some countries don't have that. You know, I remember when I was over in well, Gideon can speak about this. I noticed some houses in Jamaica when I was over there, they got like these big tanks on top of the house. You know, that they get
that's for hurricanes. When the hurricane come and the water be gone for like weeks, bro. So
so this
they
is
have
storage.
tanks. Yeah.
Got you. But I'm pretty sure there's some countries that don't have our setup with the water. You can just turn on the faucet and boom, there it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got clean water. So I mean, we can't take that for granted. You know, we put money, we threw money at the science, and we got it to the point where everybody can enjoy that. So, you know, if we got people in there that don't have that same feeling about putting money towards science, you know, some things are gonna lag behind. You know, you just got to think about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you do got to think about that, man. All right, and this is a great article I'll read about that, man. Let's say water of the Middle East and North Africa, right? All right. So yeah, that's where we at with that, man. All right, man. You know that game on, man. Y'all hit that link, them chatting pad. Ladisha, appreciate your support. Yo, since Sci-Fi appreciate support. See, we ain't got a donation through here, man. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate you, Mr. You know, I appreciate you, Joe. Yo, you always showing love right there, bro. All right.
Yeah, man. Death to the pseudos, son.
Death to the pseudos, yo. Mr. Torres, man. Appreciate your cash app, man. One healthy cash app right there, and one donation to the thing. Yeah, appreciate that. Some love right there, man. You know it's that Thursday night football, man. That popcorn popping. You watching the game, Joe? What you doing? Or you not watching that?
Nope, I'm going to bed.
Oh, you get
too old, man. I'm older than y'all, man. I ain't got no time for that.
What you mean? You ain't how old as you, Joe?
I'm double nickel, man.
50?
55.
Man, nigga, you ain't older than me.
Oh no. What you 65?
Yeah.
How you bluffing?
Oh, what he said? What he said?
He said he's 65, Gideon.
Damn, yo.
He couldn't even say it with a straight face, neither.
That's my stress. Look, that's my stress levels for dealing with pseudo make me definitely 65. I gotta calm down, yo.
165.
Shit. I'm telling you now, arguing the Servio over terms and shit. Shit crazy. You're like, I'm sitting around, I'm thinking I'm crazy. I'm like, what, nigga? Don't know the difference.
If they want to, what does would have mean?
That shit is always a thing. Find every term, nigga. You know what, yo? I'm gonna get better at that, yo. I promise. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna make my point, and that's gonna be it, yo.
If I would have said it.
Oh man, look at this word, yo. That's you know, everybody hit you with the
That mean I said it.
Hey Joe, listen. That's how I get got. Nigga, when nigga get tired of hearing my mouth, they say, yo, it's semantics. That's how I know nigga tired of hearing me. You're
playing semantics,
Yeah, I gotta stop.
Right.
I be doing I already know I'm out of control. At least I know it.
Right. You reckon that you can grow, right?
I can grow. I know I'm out of control. Y'all don't be trying to hear that. No, I'm definitely out of control, yo. Don't let me read something say the car is red and let you say it's burgundy. I'm gonna argue for 10 hours.
Right.
He submit it's red. Okay, we can stop. Crazy, yo. Anyway, man, I appreciate all the comments. Big up to Gary in there. Miss Tiff says he's completely out of control. Yeah, you're right. They're Black Widow, you will, Black Panther. Yep, y'all agree. I'm out of control. That's okay. Sorry, we're gonna learn a lot from each other. We learned a lot of that damn conversation there in the server. Somebody dropped a server link, man. you know, people was looking for the server link. Put it in there so we can get them people in there, man. So I can hurry up and get them in there and cuss them out. No, I'm joking.
We be having some decent conversations in that server though, man.
I know. We could just control me, yo. It should be better, wouldn't it?
Oh,
You think we fighting for $1 million in that motherfucker, yo? Then Ron ain't no good. Look, Ron ain't no damn good. And that daggone Sunchild, they the worst too.
man, they troublemakers, man.
Oh, they know how to
Say.
get me, yo. Look, all you gotta do is let Unc say 4 words and cut them off 5 times, and they're gonna explode.
That's it, yeah. That's it. You take the gloves off, throw them in the trash, and
Appreciate you, sir.
just go for it.
Good
Like I ain't putting them back on.
Look, because it's funny, had me doing this. But what? Trying to
Man,
get
that
my
man
foot
tried to
up.
add 10 years to my
Oh,
life.
man, look. I can't tell you. Ron got me the other day. Ron was like, I listened to him, right? Ron was kicking it. You know, we kicking it. We know it's a religious conversation, so you know it's gonna get stupid somewhere. So, you know, Ron kicking that shit. You know, Ron real intelligent. You like the bing bang, ba ba ba. You know, the intelligence, boo ba boo boo boo. He talked for about maybe
And
you
that
know,
would
in
make
real
that-
time,
that
he took like
right?
a minute and a half,
That-
real
this-
smooth,
this-
like.
And do you agree?
Yeah. Hold on, because he got you today, getting real good. Look, so when I started to talk, the nigga gave me 4 words, yo. He know it. I'm gonna give 4. I said, yes, and you know, I try to sound eloquent too, because Ron pronounces words right. Like you can tell he's definitely educated, right? He said, and so I tried to come with this. I said, but yes, the such and such is that. He's like, but I was like, wait a minute, and I say, hold on, motherfucker, you ain't let me. I lost it, yo. He had me. I was like, oh, I'm gone. The gloves came off, and then look, after everything calmed down, everybody thought it was finished. And then when Ron started to talk, then I cut him off. I started cutting. He was like, you a child. I was like, yeah, but it wasn't child when you did it. You know, I did all the scenarios. At this point, if you're not following completely, you just think, oh, it's a nut. Guess who else is a nut? Gideon. Gideon jumped in there this morning like that goddamn Ron. I'm not, Gideon don't like nobody to say something he didn't really do. That's his thing. My thing is cutting me off. Gideon thing is I'm a kill him. I don't know no daggone Iron Raw. That shit was funny. Y'all gotta join the server, yo. Gideon, if man, listen.
Folks be missing them conversations. There be some good, man. We be hitting some the daggone sources we be dropping in the chat. Be heavy.
Yeah, we all grow from it, yo. Even that little political conversation over what dropped out meant and what quit meant. I mean, that was education right there.
Lost versus
lost versus dropped out.
Yeah, it dropped out, right.
Yeah, who knew it was so much in that term, those 2 terms?
Mm-hmm.
Did. Yeah, but I appreciate everybody in that server, man. And I'm talking crazy, but I'm actually not a violent person at all, yo. I'll be talking shit in that server sometimes. I get out of control. It only takes somebody to say, you're out of control. And then dang, right. I don't mean that shit. So yeah, I got love for everybody in the server. If you get put out that motherfucker, I ain't got no love for you. You already know. If I put you out, if somebody put you out, then nobody got love for you. But yeah, we appreciate variant opinions in the server. Yo, you're not horse-tied to one thing. If you're a pseudo, just know you're a pseudo. And just have fun with it, man. I appreciate it. Let me read this right here that says, Canadians don't use cash apps, but great show. As always. I appreciate that, man. Evolutionist. Chemist, I appreciate that, bro. It's love right there. Gotta use cash. I appreciate that, man. All right, yo, we about to get into watch that daggone game. I know you about to go to bed, man.
Y'all brothers, I catch y'all in the server in the morning.
In the morning, we need to be being there around all kind of conversations, man. We appreciate all the camarads. I appreciate all of the pseudo killers and the pseudo killer armies.
All right, Gideon, don't hurt nobody, man.
You don't hurt nobody again. Gideon was gone this morning. That was gone. I don't know no Iron Raw. Yo, it's just hot. Hey, Ron, if he see you in person, you that had to throw something at him, yo. He was gone. I was like, I said, don't be mad. I said, that's just Ron, yo. I said, Ron got me like that the other day, yo. Don't worry about it.
I was in there.
Oh, you saying when he got me out there,
remember he damn near tried to get both of us yesterday, and then he come back with it today.
Then he flip it on you. He get super calm. Yes, but you're acting childish. Wait.
Yeah, right.
I did not say you might know. You got me.
You
That's shit
brothers was
funny.
calling me names.
Yeah, you got. I said, you know what you're doing? He was like, what? What am I doing? You be like, oh boy, you got me. You got me. Anyway, man, we just having fun, man. We trying to learn how to control our emotions, man. At the end of the day, yo, we're intelligent beings, man. You know, running around here wanting to understand the world. What we do know is we have a pseudo in the White House. It is what it is, man. And he will bring other pseudos attract pseudos. So that's his hope. The process is there to slow that down. With that, man, I appreciate everybody, man. Big up to you getting back, man. I appreciate your unwavering support, bro. I do. Pseudo killer, right? And everybody in the chat, man. With that, man, I know what it is.
Bobby Banger from the block, seen it all raw tough. Streets of Baltimore where survival's always rough. Joined the Marines fighting for a life he could save. But back in the hood, he felt like a runaway slave. Started an army, not of guns but of wisdom. I'm a rock squad, truth the anthem, we ain't just a God killer. Bobby Banger on his path for the truth. Empower the people, give them wisdom as the proof. Black power rising, knowledge shines like a light. He's fighting for the future, ready to ignite. Selling drugs on the corner just to put food on plates, but deep in his heart, he knew he had greater fates. From the traps to the lab, he fights ignorance raw, teaching evolution while shaking up the law. The real black atheist is changing the game, waking up minds never the same. God killer Bobby Banger on his path for the truth. Empower the people.
Man, look, I'm your host, Bobby Banger, man. Remember, man, that scientific literacy, man, helps you understand the natural world around you. It's a guide to help you make sure you start to make informed decisions about things that occur in your life, man. Remember, yo, your health is your wealth. And with that, man, we're going to check out them Ravens, man. Go Ravens, man. Bobby Banger in the house. With that, we out. Pseudo killers on deck.